ground shake.
Welcome back, guys. In this video I'm going to be doing another top 10 video, and this one I'm going to be doing the top 10 video games of 2017. Just to give you guys a heads up, I'm going to be doing top 10s on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so you can look forward to those videos on those days. Out of the 10 games that I have listed, I haven't played 2 of them. I've watched full gameplays on them, and I thought they were amazing. I ended up not buying them solely because I didn't know if they were going to be good or not, and by the time I found out that they were really good, it was too far past for me to get them, and I didn't want to go get them after having watched the entire gameplays of them. So let's get into this. So coming in at number 10, we have Call of Duty World War II. I love the campaign for this game. I thought the campaign was amazing. I thought that it was probably one of the strongest campaigns that we've had in a while from Call of Duty. Maybe since Ghost. I really love the campaign from Ghost as well. But it lacked a little bit in multiplayer for me, and it got repetitive really quick. I played it for about 3 or 4 weeks after launch, and I got bored of it really, really quick because you just played the same thing over and over and over. In war mode, you only had 2 maps, and I felt like the only thing you could do was try and get camos for your guns, and I mean you could do the objectives like get so many kills within a day, or like what are they called, kills? When you went to the quartermaster and got the whatever they're called, and but I just felt like it was lacking kind of in multiplayer. I love zombies. The first time I played zombies, me and my friends, we did the harder Easter egg right away, and I'm not going to say it was super easy, but it was a lot easier than some other Call of Duty zombie games that I've played. Like Black Ops 2's was a lot harder to do. But I really enjoyed this game. I really love the campaign. I hope Sledgehammer Games can keep this momentum with the campaigns, and hopefully work on the multiplayer just a little bit to make it more diverse, because it got really repetitive. Like, me and my friends would play it maybe 7 or 8 hours a day, and once you play the same 2 maps or the same 6 or 7 maps, it gets really, really repetitive. But I really did like this game, and it came in at top 10, and it came out November 3rd. So it's pretty recent. It hasn't been out that long, but I really enjoyed the campaign, and yeah. Number 9 is going to be Assassin's Creed Origins. This is one of the 2 games that I did not get to play, but I did watch gameplay of. I thought that this game was amazing. It was really hard for me to put it at number 9. The only reason I put it there was because I didn't play it myself. I watched other people play it on YouTube, but I loved it. I was waiting for the next video to come out, and I was so tempted to buy it because I've bought all of the past Assassin's Creed except, what is that? It's not Mutiny. What's it called? The one where you're like in Boston. I can't remember, but I didn't get that one because some of my friends said it wasn't that good. I think the last one that I got was Black Flag. I didn't get Syndicate, and I did not get the other one that came out. But yeah, I watched the gameplay on it, and I thought it looked amazing. I thought the story was amazing. I might go back and get it eventually if the price goes down, just to play it through myself and get all the collectibles and do everything and try to get 100% completion and get a platinum trophy for it. But I thought it was amazing. I definitely knew that it deserved a spot on this list, but I couldn't put it up higher on the list because I personally did not play it and I did not have an experience with it. But it definitely deserved spot number 9. Number 8 is going to be the Telltale's The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. This technically came out in 2016, but the last 3 parts to the series came out, or to the season came out in the early months of 2017, so I count it as a 2017 game. I love this season. It was amazing. It was hectic. It was scary. It was like crazy. It was so awesome to see Clementine grow and see how she has evolved even more. If you've watched my top 10 most anticipated games of 2018-2019, you can see that I'm very excited for the last season of the Telltale games, and I cannot wait to play that. But talking about this game, I just these games are so immersive and get you so attached to characters, and then they take them away. And I love the decision-based games where you have to make the decision and it will change throughout the game. That's what's so special about Telltale games. And this game, I was going to put it higher on the list, but there's so many great games that came out last year that I played that were just outstanding, and I can't even imagine. So yeah, this got number 8, and let's move on to number 7. This is the second game that I didn't get to play, but I watched the entire gameplay on it, and I thought it was awesome. And this is going to be Zelda, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. This game is probably going to win. I'm sure it has already won a lot of awards, but I'm sure it's going to win even more awards. It looks amazing. The game, I really wished I had picked it up and played it. I was really just on the fence because I haven't played a Zelda game in 12, 13 years, back on GameCube or something. And I was like, I'm not that big of a Zelda fan. And then I watched the gameplay and I'm like, oh, I need to get this game. But I was like, well, I'm just going to skip it on this one because there was so many great games of this year. And I was really trying to narrow down which ones I wanted to get and which ones I wasn't worth getting. But I feel like now I could have switched Zelda out with another game and played it instead. And I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more, and I think a lot more people would have enjoyed it if I had put it on the channel, because it's such a great game and there's such a big fan base for Zelda. So if they make another one, I will definitely be getting that one, because this one I missed out on, and I'm really kind of disappointed in myself for not getting it. But I will definitely get the second one if they make another one. And if they do, I can't wait to play it. It was coming in at number 6 is Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy around this game, and I know that a lot of people hated it, but I played it later after release date, like 6 months after release date. So that means that they fixed all the bugs, they fixed all the graphic problems, they fixed all the glitches, they fixed everything. And when I played it, I loved it. It was an amazing game. The story I thought was amazing. The entire gameplay is on my channel. If you want to go watch it, it's down below. And I loved it. I thought it was great. I love space games so much, and I love alien life, and I really thought it was an amazing game, and I was reading reviews for it, and people hated it. And I understand now, watching when it first came out, it looked awful. Like, it looked terrible. They had spent, I think, 5 or 6 years making the game, and it looked like that. But then when I played it, it looked amazing. The graphics were better, the facial expressions were better, everything looked awesome, and that was one thing that they missed out on, was not fixing their problems before releasing the game, and it upset a lot of players, because I played Mass Effect 3 and I loved Mass Effect 3. Like, that was probably one of my favorite games of all time. And then I played Andromeda. I'm like, oh my gosh, this game is so good too. Why is so many people hating it? And then I watched YouTube videos from when it first came out, and there was literally just funny videos of facial expressions and stuff messing up, and skins, and people flying through the air and stuff. So I understand where people are coming from, but it had to be on my top 10 games of 2017. Number 5 is going to be Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Now, I tried to play this game and upload it onto my channel, but for some reason, I rented the game from Redbox. And when I did that, I tried to play it on my PlayStation, and every time I would pull it up, it would close itself out. And I was so confused of why it was doing this. And finally, I took it back to Redbox, and I went and rented it from a game store and brought it back, and it was doing the same thing. So I didn't understand what was wrong. So I took it to my brother's house and was able to play it on his PlayStation. For some reason, my PlayStation could not handle, I don't know, the game's like software or something. I have no clue what was wrong with it. But I played it at my brother's house and I beat it in one day. But I did not get to record it because it was on my brother's PlayStation and not mine. So I didn't get to see. I didn't get to like record and transfer because I just was like, well, I'm not going to record it and take up your entire time on your PlayStation because I don't want to waste your time. So I didn't get to record it. I didn't get to post it, but I loved the game so much. I thought it was amazing. I love all the Uncharted games so much, and I cannot wait until they make more, possibly about Nathan Drake's daughter in the future. Maybe after The Last of Us Part 2. So we'll just have to wait and see. But this was definitely deserved number 5. I love the Uncharted series. I thought Chloe and what's her name, Nadine were amazing characters, and Uncharted is very close to me. I love all of Naughty Dog's games, and I'm sad that Uncharted has wrapped up and is pretty much done, but we'll just have to wait and see if they make more in the future. I think is number 4 is a very recent game, and it's going to be Star Wars Battlefront 2. I just finished the main campaign for this game, and I'm fixing to start the Resurrection campaign, and I'm really excited about it. But yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2, I think the campaign was amazing. It's very strong and with the Force, if I could say. And the multiplayer, I think, is awesome. It's so cool. I think it's very new. It's pretty hectic. It's crazy. It's hard to it's actually hard to play. You have to like get used to it. It's not like a Call of Duty game or GTA or something where you can just jump into it and pretty much learn it fairly quickly. I think this game is kind of harder to play, especially with like the flying like being in a X-wing or a TIE fighter and fighting during the multiplayer, or even in the campaign. It was kind of hard for me. If you go back and watch my videos, you can see that I wrecked a couple times. And but yeah, this game I think is amazing. I think it's going to do really great. I'm sure they're going to make a third one, and I cannot wait for that. But yeah, it's going to take number 4 because it was probably has the best multiplayer out of all the games that I've played this year, and that's what really stuck out for me for Battlefront 2 was the multiplayer. But the campaign was also awesome. The graphics were amazing, the story was amazing, and I'm ready to play Resurrection. Number 3 is going to be probably the best horror game that I've ever played, and it's going to be Resident Evil 7. I love this game. I've played through this game, I think, 5 or 6 times now. It has such a good replayable quality. You can go back through it. I loved everything about it. I loved the Baker family. I loved Ethan's story. I loved Zoe's story. I loved, what's the girl's name? I'm sorry, I can't not remember her name right now, but Ethan's girlfriend. Just everything about the game I love so much. I love the music when you went into the save zone. Like I can hear it in my head, like listening to it. I loved the jump scares. I loved the graphics and the darkness, and just like the boss fights that you had to have with each of the Baker family members. And I just thought it was an amazing horror game. I hope they're going to make another one, because up to this point, Resident Evil hasn't been as much of a horror game. It's been more of like a just in a zombie apocalypse world. This one was actually supposed to be like a horror game, like something like a first-person horror game, and like Outlast, or that's what I immediately think about, because Outlast is notorious for being a terrifying first-person horror game, and I can't wait for them to make another one. I mean, like right now, I could go back and play it again and just go through it and love it. I mean, I was very tempted to put it on my trailer. I mean, on my YouTube account, because even though I started making videos, I think around June or July of this year, and it came out in February, I think, or January, and I was like, it's a little too late to put it on my channel because people aren't searching that, but people are still playing that game. If you go on Twitch or if you go on any streaming site, people are still playing Resident Evil 7 because it is such an amazing horror game. And I would definitely play it again and play it again. I have not played it on Madhouse yet because I'm not that brave, but I might go back and actually play it on Madhouse and put it on the channel if I don't die 50,000 times. But yeah, this is number 3, and I think it's very well deserved. I think this is probably my favorite horror game ever, and I cannot wait to see what else they make. Number 9 is going to be Fortnite. I cannot tell you how many hours I have put into this game. Me and my friends have played this game so many times. It is probably my favorite solo. It's just, I did not buy the full game, so I have not played the story mode of it. But the multiplayer of it is so much fun. I mean, we play it probably at least once a day. So it's one of my favorite games. I know there's a whole thing about it and PUBG, but they're their own thing. They're their own two things, and people shouldn't debate them. They're so different. PUBG is more real, has like more to it, like attachments and clothes and armor and stuff like that. And then Fortnite is its own thing with the cartoony look and the building and the guns with no attachments, and the leveling up is different. And I think it just comes down to whether you prefer realistic or cartoony. And with me, I think cartoony's better because everybody else is trying to go realistic. Like all other games are trying to go realistic. Call of Duty, Battlefield, and like this Fortnite was like, look, we're not going to do that. We're not going to try and be like PUBG. We're going to make it cartoony and make it look cool with this cool cartoony design. And I love that. I love that they do something different than everybody else is. So yeah, number 2 is Fortnite, and I can't even tell you how many hours I spent in that game. I'd have to go look it up. It's probably like 200 something hours in the game. But yeah, I really love it, and I'm excited to see what else, because they put new content out all the time, so I'm excited to see what else they come up with. And number 1 is Horizon Zero Dawn, and of course I think you all knew this. So I have to tell you guys what happened to the last parts of my Horizon Zero Dawn gameplay walkthrough. So whenever I finish a video, I put it on my hard drive, just in case my computer crashes. Well, I put the final, I think it was 6 parts, on my hard drive, and I was going to upload them to YouTube and schedule them so they could release. Well, when I did that, when I put them on my hard drive, I did not save them to my computer. I just saved them to my hard drive. I usually save them to my computer first and then drag them over to my hard drive. But I didn't. I saved them directly to my hard drive, and my hard drive crashed. And I had already deleted all of the videos off of my PlayStation. So that was about 3 or 4 hours worth of footage, and I was really devastated. I lost all the rest of the gameplays for Horizon Zero Dawn, and I was really debating whether to finish them or not. And those videos did so great. Those videos, the Horizon Zero Dawn gameplay walkthrough videos, done so good. They were all averaging between like 80 to 130 views per video. And I was really excited, and my channel was actually growing a lot during those gameplays, walkthroughs. I think during that walkthrough, I got like 35 or 40 subscribers. So a lot of people subscribed just because of that walkthrough, I believe. So I was really disappointed that I lost all that footage, and I didn't ever go back and redo it because I was just like, it was it stressed me out a lot to think about it, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna wait until Call of Duty comes out, and hopefully that will do good. And it really didn't do that great. It really didn't. If you go back and look at the channel, the views and the likes, it really didn't. But Horizon Zero Dawn, I thought it was an amazing game. Like, it was insanely good. To the graphics, to the story, to the characters, to the just like everything about it was awesome. And I know it has already won like 100 something awards this year, and it's probably going to win even more this year. It has to be the best game of 2017 for me, solely because even though I finished it and I finished the game and beat the game and I didn't get to upload it, that really upsetted me. But I still think that game's amazing, and I'm sure they're going to make another one. The way it left off, they could if they wanted to. So I'm just really excited, and the number one spot is Horizon Zero Dawn. It has to be. And if I haven't replayed it yet, solely because it's such a long game, and my friends have though, and they said that the second time is even better because you already know what's like you have to do, so it actually goes by quicker. Because the first part you're just kind of like rambling around in the wilderness a lot. So yeah, number one is Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah. All right, guys, that's my top 10 best games of 2017. I really hope this video does well, and I want all of you to tell me what your top 10 favorite games of 2017 was, and make sure you hit that like button and you comment, and even share it to your Facebook or share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Make the ground shake.